YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. You shouldn't take it as fact, you shouldn't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I have to go ahead and ask you to tap that like button for your boy. Alright, if you are new to the channel, fam, I ask you to go ahead and subscribe. I am sure you are going to enjoy the content. And if you don't, you can always unsubscribe later. No harm, no foul, right? If you're an existing subscriber, fam, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You are the reason why the channel is what it is. Alright, look, fam, let's get into this one. Look, fam, this is a long overdue review. And that is, and I'll let you peruse it. You can check out your boy's Aero Precision AR pistol, right? But the focus of attention here is really that Zero Trigger by Blackout Defense. Fam, look, fam. There are some reviews out there on this trigger. Probably some of your most favorite gun tubers have done reviews and talked about it. I haven't had the chance to opine. I should have. Not only did I put the Zero Trigger in my Aero Precision, I also have it in my Daniel Defense M4A1. And fam, come on now, I don't y'all see what that is. Okay, anyway, I don't want to get distracted. So back to the trigger. Look, fam, you guys know people send me products to review and all that. I've spent my own money 2 times, not once but 2 times on this trigger. So hopefully that's an indication to you guys what I think about it. Now, on occasion, I have been accused, falsely, I believe, of being a gun snob. What? No way. Not the kid? Not the kid? I have resisted that label. I've got the label because I have a lot of high-end firearms, but I dispute it because I also have a lot of affordable firearms. When I set on my gun journey, I wanted to know, I wanted to experience everything. I wanted to experience Glock. I wanted to experience Canon. I wanted to experience HK. I wanted to experience SIG. I wanted to experience FN. Because I felt like unless you've experienced it all, how can you speak from a position of strength? You know, if you've never driven back to our scheduled programming. So if you have never experienced, if you've never driven a Nissan, how do you know that a Porsche is better? Right? You have to have some basis of comparison. So I wanted to experience everything, and so I don't believe that that constitutes me being a gun snob. However, if somebody wants to call me a trigger snob, look, I'll take that label. I will take that label, because here's what I do know, fam. As I've gone through my gun journey, doesn't matter if the gun cost $4,000 or the gun cost $400. Probably one of the single most things that affects your shooting experience is the trigger. And you know, sometimes different weight feels different to different people. Where the grip is and the grip angle feels different to different people. All that is kind of subjective, but if you got a slow, long, crunchy trigger, there is nothing worse. There is nothing worse. It is hard to come back from that, fam. And so look, if I can find a trigger that is as reliable as the stock trigger, but is far better. And what I mean by better is, you know, having a very short take up, followed by a definitive wall, a clean, crisp trigger break, and a clean and a short reset. Fam, it changes the gun. It changes the gun. It changes your whole perception of the gun. You can have a gun that has phenomenal fit and finish. You can have a gun that is lightweight. You can have a gun that has a great grip angle and great slide and all that, but if the trigger's trash, your shooting experience oftentimes is going to be trash. And so for me, finding the right trigger for my firearms is important as finding the right holster, right? It is an integral part of the process for me. And when I was looking to upgrade some of the triggers in my rifle platforms, or my short barrel rifle or pistol platforms, I looked at a lot of different triggers, and I've got a variety of different triggers. And there's always, you know, the big names out there, the Geissele's of the world, and that's fantastic. They make phenomenal triggers. And I've got, you know, a Geissele trigger in my SCAR. But one of the triggers that I don't think is talked about enough, and like I said, if you talk to a lot of big gun tubers, they've had conversations about this trigger. So I don't want to make it seem like this is some unknown trigger and nobody else is talking about it but me. No, I found the trigger through, I think it was an Honest Outlaw review of the trigger. And then I found a couple of more gun tubers that I think are pretty credible, and they sang its praises. So I spent money and I put it in my Aero Precision pistol, and fam. Okay, look, fam. Let's talk about kind of the key things I just kind of went over in the trigger as it relates to the Zero Trigger from Blackout Defense. What did I tell you is one of the first things I look for? I look for a very short take up, right? Because you want to get to that wall, right? You want, when you start your trigger pull, you want to get to and find that wall quickly. Well, in the Zero Trigger, one of the reasons why it's called the Zero Trigger is that there is zero take up. You are at the wall. You start off at the wall. There is no take up. So zero take up, hence the zero, right? A crisp, clean, a definable wall, right? So short take up, definable wall. Since there's zero take up, you're at the wall, so the wall couldn't be any more defined, right? So two of the components are already there. A crisp, clean break. Listen to this. Fam. Crisp, clean break. Hold on, let me give it to you again. Can't ask for more than that. Now, let me show you the reset. That's it, fam. You hear that? Fam. So look, look, fam. Zero take up, right? So you're at the wall. The wall can't be any more defined when there's no take up, right? A crisp, clean break and a short reset. I can shoot this gun so fast, so fast. A lot of your ability to maintain, to shoot quickly is managing that process, right? On the reset, do you go too far past the wall? Well, here you can't go past the wall because there's zero take up, you know? So how fast can you find the wall, pull the trigger, reset it, and pull again, right? When you have a zero take-up trigger and it's so smooth and the reset is so short, it allows you to shoot incredibly fast. Now, as far as the trigger pull goes, it comes in a 3-pound, which is what I have in both of my guns, a 3-pound pull. And you may have saw when I first tried to show you kind of that there's no take up, I accidentally pulled the trigger. It's definable. I don't want to make it seem like it's so feathery that you'll end up shooting 3 rounds by accident because it's too light. But it is very easy. It is funny though too, when I shoot my other firearms that don't have a zero trigger in them, that have a little bit more of a take up, and then I try to shoot this, I do find myself letting off rounds where I don't expect to, because of the take up. So it takes a minute. So you got to train with it. You got to get used to it. But wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. So now for you out there who's like, oh, a 3-pound pull is just too light for a battle rifle, for an AR-15. Don't worry, they also have another option. You can get a 3-pound or 4.5-pound pull. I preferred the 3 pounds because I got used to it with this gun, and so when I got my Blackout Defense, I wanted to stay in the same family. Now this is a drop-in trigger. It'll drop in any AR-15 platform. It's flat-faced, obviously. Comes in a black nitride color, which you see right here. And it also comes in an MP3 color. So fam, I don't want to go on and on. After all, it's just a trigger, right? But I'm telling you that this trigger will make a phenomenal difference in your shooting experience. It is very well made. Very well made. And I'd put it up there with any other trigger on the market. It is my favorite trigger. I've got Geissele's in different firearms, and they're phenomenal triggers. Don't get me wrong, but this is my favorite trigger. Again, and if you're asking, well, why don't you put it in all your guns? I told you the only reason why I know this is my favorite trigger because I've tried other triggers in other guns, and so I don't know. One day maybe I'll go and change out some of my other triggers and put this one in, but I feel like I have experienced enough to know that right now this is one of the best triggers on the market. And so the company is Blackout Defense. It's called the Zero Trigger. They are now also making AR-15s. I haven't had a chance to test any of their AR-15 products. So Blackout Defense, if you're watching, holler at me. Holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. But yeah, fam, look, that Blackout trigger is the business. Zero Trigger from Blackout Defense. All right, fam, that's it for this episode. Until next time, take care of one another, and as always, peace.